Oh my god.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Catmonic, and once again we're going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masochist. Let me just keep a couple minutes real quick, like giving this some volume. Yeah, I'll do. Oh. How do I guess like that. That feels a bit weird. Hold on. I guess it's just, you know what, I don't need headphones. Simple as. Hope you've all been well. Can't say there is too much new with me. I've been playing a little bit of Night Rain continually, every now and then. We're actually doing alright. It's gone from being 2 people playing to 3 people playing, and as you can expect, our success rate has improved dramatically as a result. It is also now, instead of just being like hot dry, it is now humid, which is a brilliant change, as you can expect. What has changed? We are still well within our safety buffer, wins to losses, so that's cool. Over the last stream, we picked up like 4 spell card activations. 3 or 4 spell card activations, not many at all, really. So we're still a ways off from that. And from what I remember, we were talking about changing decks, but I think we were going to stick with this one before probably going into the Go second pile and just seeing how that performs. Which, I don't know, I'm kind of confident. A little bit apprehensive, but I think it could work out. We did also have a look at our Cosmo and Punk pulls together, and so this is kind of Cosmo Punk. This could probably be swapped for Red Eye's Flare, but at the same time, I think it's not too bad if we do actually just keep this in. Like, it's not going to come up too often, but if it does come up, we do just kind of win the game. We have a normal summon 7, special summon 7, normal summon 7s if we got the, the thing up, hand trap 7. We have alternate ways of summoning this one, and this one gets into a 7 synchro. So we have avenues for it. And I think this build of Cosmo Punk is like, it's fine, but it's not amazing. Nice advantage, the reason why we started this is because if a psychic monster you control paid life points to activate its effect, you can draw 1 card. You can use this twice per turn. Now, Cosmos, the pilots anyway, are all psychics, and they all pay life to do the thing. Which means not only do we have, let's see, this guy doesn't pay life, no. But yeah, not only do we have Madame Spider, who can search out 2 whole trap cards, we also have all the Cosmos as a backup to help start triggering the field spell. Right, anyway, that's enough explaining about a hypothetical deck. Let's just jump in and do a duel real quick. We had the Pinnacles of Heights snatched away from us last stream. We got up to Platinum 3, and as a reward, were swiftly punished by taking ourselves all the way back down to Platinum 5, which means, you know, not only are we punished by being that much further away, also the next real, you know, goal happens to be up in, the next real goal happens to be Platinum 2. And it seems that Plat 3 is kind of another wall we have to break through, which is going to be horrendous. I think we do this now. They can do things, but they can't banish. Nor can I. But do we want this on our side of the field? Not necessarily like that. I think we're okay without. Cyber Dragon. You see, here's where I thought me activating this card would do good. We're on 60 cards, by the way. Right? 50... 50... yeah, 60. I don't know what this does. I don't know if Lancia is going to slow them down in the slightest. It might not. Moon. Okay, they're doing Fiendsmith line by the looks of this. Like, I don't really have anything I can do. I think we just turn this off for a minute. There is a slim chance they forget that they went second. I don't think they will, but there is a chance. Hope you guys have all been doing well. What else has been new? Not much, really. Dad's back from his holiday, so that's nice. It's good to have him back. Oops, accidentally nudging the microphone. But other than that, not much. Plan to meet up with some friends. Haven't been out midweek climbing because I actually made the weekend session. There's the Lacrima. Well, I mean, if this was in attack position, they just had lethal right now. But it's not. But that's still lethal. Right, okay. That's a good welcome back. Just check on something real quick. Right, okay. Yeah, proper welcome back to the Masochist challenge. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Nice display of what we're looking forward to. I guess something else that is new is little known YouTuber and Twitch streamer, a certain guy called like RT Game, has started picking up Master Duel again. And I thought that that was so interesting that I would you know, subscribe and see if I could, you know, help nudge them along the right path of trying to get back into the game. Subscribe to the Twitch, that is. And, I mean, it was interesting. It seems that they're not continuing it today. I just hope they do at some point, though, because that'd be really, really fun to see that. Right. I don't think Magnemite is doing a lot. Or maybe it is. Junk Converter. No, it's not doing anything against that. And it's Junk Synchron. Sure, we'll do this. Put it in defense position. But yeah, Junk Speeder gets everything from the deck, so I'm not actually sure that Magnemite's going to do anything. It's all from the deck. Yeah, this is full speed, like, this is full Synchron board uninterrupted. So, we will just... you know what, yeah, we will Magnemite. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use Magnemite's trigger, and then we'll just chain off for the whole turn, because I need to go do something, and if we're still alive by the time I get back, we will continue. So let's resolve this, or get Ash Blossomed. As it is, we've got a Link to. We've got 2 bodies for a Tribute Summon. We've got options, but it is full Synchron, so... Right. Resolve this, chain off. I will be right back. You know, I was joking about, you know, going away and coming back and expecting to still be in the same duel. We have been in the same duel for the whole time. And then you just keep going. I don't know how close they are to the end board. Like, they gotta be somewhere near it. I only hope they're further from it than it appears. Just so they run down the clock and hopefully lose to time. See, that's not a quick effect. That is. Okay. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you banish this card, and if you do, negate the activation. If you do banish that card. Okay. That's an issue. Right, we get back onto auto. That's a 5. For another Assault Blackwing. How much further are they going? So they get that one back. But those are both... oh, you just need a level 2 tuner. This thing. If you can get this thing out of the grave, is that the plan? They've used the... I swear they've used the normal summon. I swear it was just... Yeah, Junk Synchron is on normal summon. Okay. Now what? Seven or 8. One tuner, that's how you do it, and that gets you to a 12, which gets you into the Crimson Dragon, which, yeah. We are in big trouble. Big heap trouble. I was hoping they'd run down the clock, but, like, they just keep going. Like, I have observed since I've come back 2 solid minutes of gameplay. The time is... so it's like 5 minutes, right? 300 seconds. I can't look at when this started, can I? No. I won't be able to. That's an 8. Which gets you into, what, Assault Stardust? Oh, it just gets Crystal Wing. That's really painful. And you have a Crystal Wing engrave. How did they get the other Crystal Wing engrave? Was I just not looking at the board earlier? Well, this is a board for Kaijus, and even then I don't think it really, like... Kaijus don't deal with shit. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster effect is activated or where your opponent declares an attack. 1. Oh no, they're not... yeah. Anyway, resolve this. What do we do? I don't like going for Destrudo, but, like, this is kind of ridiculous. What else can I do here? Lancia. That, unironically, would be useful if I could use it on my turn, but I can't. So it's the most expensive, pay half to do nothing. Because they get a negate, possibly banish the board. It's, you know, there's plenty of things they can do here. Yeah. Well, at least you guys had something to watch for the duration of me being away, you know? instead of just staring at the same screen. Right, we'll give it another few duels, and then if we're seriously still having no luck, I guess we relent and pick the going second deck. Back with our good old friends, the Kaiju. Going second is an expectation at this point. And is touching the wall. There we go, slightly better. Oh, but we got Tikaboo. You see, Tikaboo sounds like a really cute card when you phrase it that way. Or when you say it that way, not when you phrase it that way. I would really like for you to be on Malice. This one time, exactly. $42, it could be just about anything. I mean, I know they can banish to do things, so why not? One of their fusions is banished for it. There's Zombie World. Not that... I mean, I guess, yeah. But all the branded fusions, I believe, if we related... there's no Albaz here, so we need to track our way back to Albaz. Albaz. The ones that are used are pretty much all dragons, right? Okay, Mirror Jade's a worm. That's annoying. But... I mean, the thing is, like, we've got good cards, but it's very specific about what we've got to do to try and get this to work. Hello, Night Assassin 420. Welcome to the stream. We are going second against Branded. We have resolved Artifact Lance here, and the hand is, well, you can see the issue. We would rather have not gone second. But, we're trying our best. We're back in Platinum 5 after being hopelessly pushed back without relent last stream. We did manage to hit Plat 3. We got there. We ranked up into it for the first time. And, yeah, after we ranked up into Plat 3, we literally did not win another game. We just got instantly butchered and pushed all the way back into Plat 5. Which is where we're starting from right now. And we're starting from our third game you are witnessing at the moment. And yeah, I'm not exactly hopeful for this one, but there's a chance we can do something. That is a Fiend. And it's Tax Dragon. How many effects do I need? It depends on where they put their cut. Oh. Did they need to... Alright. Sure. I don't know why they surrendered there, but I guess that's how goes the games. You could take a look here. We started... That was the last one last stream, which knocked us back down into Plat 5. We've gone against the Pile. It is Sidra. Well, Cyber Dark, really, but, you know. The Pile deck. And then we went against Synchrons. And, yeah, we went against Synchrons, you know. Not much to say about that. But on the other hand, our opponent there just quit. So, you know, that's a win. And what happens with wins is we get Master Packs. That's not the Master Pack. We added new things. It's all at the top. I did play a little bit of the Under 5 Festival on my main account. And it turns out you can just play trap monsters, which is very fun. This is Marshmallow? Yes. Every opponent has a face-up card you own. Okay, so this goes in the go second deck as another way to special summon. It's a psychic, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, I think that just goes in the go second deck. Sheena Bird Crow cannot be special summoned once per turn during the... yep, sure. Crown Roar. That is very specific. A Magical Musket. Golden Eyes Idol. Another Lunalight. Doesn't help us out with our current situation with Lunalight. We had a look at our polls last stream for Lunalight, and we basically concluded that we could fusion summon once, really, but not again, and there wasn't any way to really get to the Lunalight fusion spell outside of exactly Verte. Oh, that's awful. That's just actually awful. And some of these are duplicates? That's not terrible. Like, as far as flip support goes, this immediately makes Tindangles probably the best stuff we have access to. That's evil support. And nothing else particularly good. Okay. And that tells you about how the packs have been. I know those are the first packs of stream, we shouldn't rush to judge. But, I feel like there are better pulls, just generally. A lot of duplicate cards. Which we're still getting loads of duplicate cards, despite the fact that we, like, don't own half the normal rare pool, probably. Like, I'm certain we're missing so much. And we're still just getting duplicates on duplicates. And the hand is a hand. They've got an 11 card extra, 45 card main. Set. Set. Hope Phantasme Lancia is good enough. We have, at the very least, Anima for next turn. But that might be about it. And there's no guarantee they're going to play into Anima. Can't target. If they negate the V-Jam. Like, surely they negate the V-Jam. They're not going to pop it, I don't think, right? No, they're going to pop it. Right, I guess that's how this is going. We have a problem. Fun and interesting game plan. Is there any one card we draw that outs Dragoon? I don't think there's a single card that does it, like, just off the top. Crackdown. Cannot be targeted. Yeah. Target? Target. Fenrir targets to banish, right? Yeah. So it'd be like Clockwork Knight into a summon. Maybe Swords of Concealing Light until we can get a good card. You know, we have options, but they're all pretty awful. And we can't really afford to, like, not do things. It's a once per turn negate, so if they do an effect monster... So we do this, right? We just want to be able to resolve Crackdown, really. Because the pop is not a quick fetch. I don't know, we use Lancia. We see if that matters at all. Lancia might not matter for shit. Yeah. You know, sometimes your opponent just draws Red Eyes Fusion, I guess. Can we count that as a real game? It's just like, we have kaijus, but it's just draw red eyes fusion, you know? We don't have a way to stop that, we just have a way to counter it once it's hit the field. No, we do have a way to stop it, it was just, like... We are playing 44 cards, we've got 2 copies of the Generator Field spell, and they didn't actually add anything from deck to hand. Even if they did, they had Dragoon to negate it by the time that happened. As for what this hand does, it makes an Xyz. It makes Virtual World Tiger. And puts Tigbu on board. I think that's fine. They're on 54 cards. Pretty specific. Right. Speckle Summon. Speckle Summon. That goes well. And it's not a C or a Fua. What's your stats? Okay, defense position. Now that one's a worm. Then we got this, and then we got this. I think, as far as our opening hands go, there's worse. We've seen there's worse. Time is quickly running out for the Generator deck. Soon it will be time to trial a new, well, an old deck, but revised. Dragon Shrine. Cool. Oh, so in theory, Tigbu actually just solos, right? Because this will just be Blue Eyes? Yeah. This negates monsters, yes? Yes. There's Jet Dragon. Ah, ye son bitch. That really would have done a number on them. It's alright, we've got Swords of Concealing Light for next turn. We can negate the Jet Dragon. Oh yeah, Blue Eyes is in the grave, right? We'll turn Chain to on, just in case. That could be the extent of their plays. And if that is the extent of the plays, we negate the Jet Dragon. So that one should come from the deck. Yeah, that one's still in the grave, okay. There's Polly. Alright. Now I can only negate one effect monster, so the problem is that I think I have to negate the Jet Dragon. But they have ways to just like link, synchro, and you know what have you, all the monsters off. That's their whole hand. What are you making? That's 4 monsters. Excuse you? Blue Eyes Ultimate plus... or 3 Blue Eyes monsters. Yeah. So we do this, 100%. Detach the Valor. Negate this, because you're a Negate Destroy. Yeah, you're a Negate Destroy. So you're obviously going to negate Tiger. And then that leaves you vulnerable to literally just V-Jam. There goes Tiger. You attack the V-Jam. You've used your monster negate. Which means, Seed. And you've already special summoned this guy from the grave. So yeah. We don't have to worry for a turn or two. Have a negate. Now what? They have... Okay, so we do still need to play around the Jet Dragon. That's funny. I'm gonna put this back on the field. You can't negate it. You can try, but you can't. Right, we can't use the Swords of Concealing either. That's actually really dangerous right now. So I think we just keep Mad Hacker in hand and leave it. They're going to find out that they can't attack in a second either. They have this one. Banish this, fusion using monster from your hand or field. Okay. So currently they don't have anything to get started unless that card in hand is like full combo. And they have new cards, so it could be. Well, there's Mausoleum, which is like fine. They can put the third Blue Eyes in Grave for deck thing reasons if they wanted to. If they're on 3 Blue Eyes, which they might not be. Okay. We can Synchro 7. Wait, do we have to Synchro? We don't have to Synchro. Which means I can... No, but it's just if a card is destroyed. So how do we do this? Because if we take it off the field and then put it back on, it gets its negate. So we've got to take it off the field, which will then trigger Jet. Okay. For the moment, we pass. We've got Destrudo in hand. This can't attack anyway. This one can be normal summoned or special summoned. Destrudo is a special summon. If we can get to one more guy that special summons themselves, I think we're sold, right? Like, in the current board state, one more guy that special summons themselves, and then we should be fine. Metaverse. Oh, I think that does it. From your extra deck or graveyard. Okay, this floats as well. So... Okay. Let me read this guy for a sec. I need to read Zeta. Special summoned. Okay. I think it's worth it. We do this. Target this. They've got one card. Oh, they can attempt to activate this, yeah. That's fine. So we do that. And then that gets us to a 7. We want to make this. So we put that in the tap position. In the extra monster zone. And... No. Turn that off. End phase. Turn it back on for the draw phase. Activate Metaverse. Get to the generator field spell. And then we also just have a way to banish, like, cards our opponent controls. We, of course, don't want to banish this, but this targets, so I think we're pretty solid on that. Okay, the game plan slows down again. The problem is we can't really afford this to leave the field to return unless we can OTK them. Like, this needs to go permanently. Which is why I was so happy to get that, because that would have meant boss stage, which means Utgarda. And Utgarda means victory. That's imperm, I would think. Ah. I forgot about that. It can't attack, but, like, they have things they can do. Keep in mind what's in the graveyard. Condemned Witch. That kind of gets us there. How does it do it? We get to... Okay, so that's imperm. That's fine. The Forbidden Quick Play spell would have been really good to have, but it's fine. What we can do is we can get to Utgarda, and then what? We kind of really want to get to, like, Valor. I could, like, change control of this card. It's because of an opponent's card. If I use that as link material, does that count? Am I really drastically overthinking this? I've put Zeta in a spot where I don't actually want to banish him. But it also means that they can't get going on, like, their link plays or anything. They are just stuck in the same position that I'm in. Still can't attack. Right, yeah. I should have tagged this out. But it's fine. Another one. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking this. Right, we'll put this here. Do this. Do you think it's... No, it's not Ash. Okay. That's fine. Get this. And I think we just hold it for one more turn. Just one more turn, because that means we possibly don't have to link off Zeta. I really want to keep this on field as, like, threat prevention. That's a normal summon. That's fine. Yeah, that's a-okay. They're thinking. There's the link. Now, that was their extra normal summon. So, we're going to do this first. Tribute. Spec from deck. They could have Ash in hand. Or called by, I guess it's their turn. No, okay, they don't. They're just trying to Magia because Magia, right. Do this. Target this, banish it. They might have a second normal summon, but it's fine. Right, now we don't necessarily have to link off Zeta, which is the important bit. Okay, I need a chain on of the resolution of that, I think. Right, now there are two options. We go for half, or when they add a card, or we go for Utgada. Or we just get Nidhogg. Wait, we need something as link material. I think we just want Nidhogg. Nidhogg's not particularly useful here. And it allows us to still... Okay, no, we're linking off the V-Jam. How do I do this? Linking off V-Jam, linking off Nidhogg, swapping these two with Transverser. That's fine. Also, that just lets me make Anima. Ah, but there's a problem with that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Right. So you get that back, that's okay. Special Summon Transverser. Using 1, 2. Swap control. It's fine. And I mean, I think the play is just stupidly simple. It's just go for this, right? And then we make Anima. Banishes the entire field. This shouldn't have left the field because of an opponent's card. Correct. Normal summon. That doesn't trigger it. But a link summon will. Bye-bye. And we set one card. They don't have any of the field anymore. We get our big boy back. They have nothing to be destroyed. We have Chalice. I'm okay with this. He comes back, and we put him in the center zone. Because if they dare to link summon, then he just triggers. It's not banished, but you can go ahead and do that. Valor? Probably Valor. No, I'm alright, thanks. Transverser. I mean, I only have the one in my extra, but I guess they don't know that. Poor Transverser. Anyway, big. 2 attacks and it's done. Also because we can just, like, Chalice negate the Jet Dragon. If we get any generator card, we can trigger the Zeraboros again. Managed to add Blue Eyes card engraved to hand. Well, you've got a very limited number. You're adding just regular Blue Eyes. Okay, that's fine. Now, they could have Alternative Dragon. No. No Alternative Dragon. Which means they have 1 turn to put up a defense, and Torrential is a fantastic card. So, let's set this in main 1, because they don't have anything to punish. Just go Battle Phase, poke. For 46. Yeah, you have 1 draw. If that doesn't get you out of it, you're kind of done. If you have to go via your Link monster, you're kind of done. Hello, Gaming Nation. How are you doing? We're in a bit of a grind game against Blue Eyes at the moment, because we managed to stall Dragon Master Magia with ye old favourite, Vjam. Right, okay, there's True Light. So I can't target Blue Eyes monsters. No, Blue Eyes White Dragon specifically. That's fine. Set Spell Trap, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. They haven't used... No, they've used this effect this turn. So, they've got the Spell Trap. Discard the Blue Eyes. Add 1. And a Spell Trap that mentions. So it depends on the Spell Trap, essentially. But I reckon the Spell Trap's probably just a copy of Raw. Yep, there's Raw. And there is that one. Right, they probably understand that they don't want to Link Summon. That's fine. They understand that I want them to Link Summon, that's another thing. Special summon this card, that's okay. Like, Torrential is for the worst case scenario if they just out my monster and then I have to, like, out their board. Because I can't target them, but I can destroy them, so... Their biggest monster also doesn't get over what I have. But they can also make Tyrant Dragon. Tyrant Dragon gets Imperm. But Tyrant Dragon would have to survive an attack. You go for it. Veiler doesn't work on your turn. And if you choose to Link Summon, then you're done. Because I just banished the whole field. And then you have nothing. Besides, I'm pretty sure the big synchro isn't Blue Eyes. Yeah, it's not actually called Blue Eyes. And they Link Summoned. Do you think they're aware? Do you think they... I don't think they knew. Yeah. That's apparently how it goes. Oh, Lancia. To combat me banishing my own cards. Anyway, bring him back. Biggest. Biggest boy. And just punch in the face. Average player. I think that's the thing. I think they really did read it. But, okay, so I lose the attack game. They have one turn. No, we're good. End phase. This pumps back up. They're not going to Link Summon again, but they should also be out of starters. They used Veiler on it. So they've got random top deck, plus the one card in hand, which I believe is probably Blue Eyes. So they're done, because they only have 400 life. If they did read it, they clearly didn't understand. There is a chance of that. Right, now the obvious thing is I have to still play around Jet Dragon. They aren't actually just immediately dead. But I can do something rather funny. And just, you know, that monster is now set. Yeah, I think we just want to do Gabrion, maybe. If we can somehow work up the bodies to get him on the board. You have to choose their position carefully, for once it's there, it's there. Target a tuner or level 7 another dragon. Okay. So they get a tuner back out. That's fine, but it's only on normal summon. So if you want, you can make the Link monster again, or you can tribute set or tribute summon, but like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Triple tack. It needs to be in the main phase. Yeah, it needs to be in the main phase. Battle? No. Not going to get them to fall for it. Okay. I don't know what I was trying to get them to fall for, but, you know, we can dream. I can't have them just, like, returning Zeraboros. One of them is banished, one of them is in the grave. Utgada. Way too late. Right. What have we got? Oh, we got Valor. Which I believe will just do it. What do we want? We just want a guy, generally. And then we can start rewarning. Oh, we've got it actually. I think 9 lives is going to come in super clutch. Activate. Detach you. And we can target one monster in their graveyard. Yeah. Jet Dragon. That's fine. 1, 2. And the game is now mine because I just have their Jet Dragon. And they can't target this with card effects. If they summon to one of these zones, what little they do have gets banished. This will remain banished then. Doesn't matter about this because I get my generators still in the grave. Dyson Sphere hasn't actually come up once. It might be time to cut him from the extra deck for something. I think we just Jet Dragon. Yeah, just Jet Dragon for game, right? They're not going to be on Magic Cylinder, of all things. So... yeah, just Battle Phase. Attack in. If it's Mirror Force, then, you know, this dies, but this guy doesn't because my other cards can't be destroyed. It is Majesty with Eyes of Blue, but I'm being protected by their Jet Dragon. They can blow up exactly Jet Dragon because it's all simultaneous. Other cards you control cannot... yeah. Oh, and this... they couldn't target the Jet Dragon. That card targets, doesn't it? Let me just check... hold on. I need to check that card. No, then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. They just tried to destroy the Link for... they just wanted to. Well, that win was, at the end of the day, deserved. Because they just played horribly. Right, Mosaic Manticore. That's not the worst tribute summon we could get from these packs. That's fine. It's not great, like, we're not playing it, but... and nor are we probably playing any of these. No. Lord Poison is nice. It's another copy of it, so... yay for the plant stuffs. Right, 2 whole master packs. You also, by the way, haven't missed any interesting pulls, let's say that. It's been... I mean, we've only had one of this series of pulls, and that's it. Yangzing Trap. If a Yangzing you control battles an opponent's during damage, yours becomes double, but destroy it at the end of the damage step. Okay. Guitar. That's a kind of like Melantian support thing. That's more plant support, but I don't think we have the Rickers for it. That's another Kaleido Chick, which is not what we're missing. Because we need more ways to get to the fusion. That's also 2 new cards and just like a whole bunch of duplicates. Oh. Shiny. It could be anything. Could even be a good card. That's a duplicate. As are these. Oh, okay, we got a couple new ones. That's Punishment Dragon. But Elector is decent. It is very much a go second card, but, you know, could also be a worthless pile of dust. That it could. I think we found our replacement for Dyson Sphere. You see, that's pretty good. Like, just generally, this is fine. This actually makes Borreload a little bit better as well, because we can just send a Link monster to the grave of, like, that we're probably not summoning. I like this. Yeah, I don't think we have Dogmatic Punishment, but that is a really good card. Just have a quick look, double check that we don't have Punishment. Because if we do have Punishment, it just goes in default. I mean, as it is, it probably goes in default anyway. Punish. That's not how you spell punish. Well, what do you know? What is the second target? after we send... I mean... No, we just don't think about that kind of scenario. That just goes in. And you go in, and unfortunately Dyson Sphere has to leave. Sad times. What other stuff do we have that bins from extra? I think we have like a Tri-Brigade. Where are we at? Apologies for the, you know, loud. It's not that. Here we go. Only 1600, but it is draw one, put one. So that's another option, but the thing is we're not summoning it ever in the first place, and the extra deck is kind of tight because it's all utility. Like, everything here is relevant. This came up in the Blue Eyes match as well, so... Ooh, the level 7, I believe it is. I believe it is a 7. There we are. I do have it. Banish this card, target, shuffle. It is good. But, I mean, I guess, when was the last time we summoned Borrowload for a negate and not big number? Like, 8 is really... Is it easy to make? Not really, actually. I mean, so-so. 8 is not too difficult to make. Vorpgate comes up. So does, I mean, I think the whole Synchro Pool comes up. 9 lives... Like, all 3 of our Xyz monsters come up. I guess maybe Haggard is the only one that doesn't, but it works as, like, good way, because this is effect. This is just a level 1 accept a token. This can use tokens, which is the unfortunate bit, because, like, this makes it super good utility for actually lane climbing. Otherwise, we kind of have to get a little bit lucky, I guess. Although, how are we getting tokens? Do we need to be able to use tokens? No. Because the only tokens we're summoning are the generator tokens, which die in the end phase anyway, unless we specifically protect them. And it's just too much. Oh, I guess, like, we can't use normal monsters then, but, like, again, I think that's not an issue. Okay, we've got punishment and we've got 2 targets. They are 23 and 26. I think more often than not, we want to try and send Wind Pegasus, realistically. Because it's got its on-field effect, then its graveyard effect. Aggregator is, first off, a Dark. Second off, an Xyz 9, which will then, you know, give us benefits. So, I mean, no, it will be a punishment target. It's basically Imperm. Pop 1 and Imperm. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for changes. Right, we'll give this one another duel, and then I think we wanted to switch over to the Ghost second, so we'll give that a fair shot. Alright, they're choosing, which means we're going second, yep. Kind of as expected. How does Gaming Nation B anyway? You okay? Hand would have been decent going first. What hand for going second? That's the question. They just hand loop us, right? For, like, the whole hand. We haven't drawn a way to stop them, and I believe they do just hand loop for everything. We're going to be here a while. There's a chance they mess it up. There's a chance they, like, you know, take too long the time it goes, but... You know, seeing that, I don't think it's likely. Right, we've got no way to really combat this. Yeah, Bahamut Shark is legal. Totally Awesome is not, but Bahamut is. I'm pretty sure Totally Awesome is not legal, specifically because Bahamut is. Well, between that and Sprite, probably. So yeah, we can be here for a while. Or we can just say we know we aren't beating it. But I guess if I just say I know I'm not beating it, I don't know where the combos are going. Although apparently this is notoriously difficult to stop with hand traps, so... That searches them a destruction. It's basically Icarus attack. What else? I'm playing that guy. Is that just correct for them? Maybe it is. Yep. Well, go on then. Look at my hand. Until the end phase, I even get it back. What are you scared of? Or are you not particularly scared of anything? Are you just trying to comprehend? Punishment. I mean, it's a trap card, you don't have to be scared of it. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that'll do it. They're starting to hand loop. I'm not going to sit through the rest of it. That's a bit of an unfair duel to try and just, you know, say that that's your duel. Because none of our decks have counters to being just hand looped. Right. Let's try this one again. Even if it's another going second duel, it's just, you know, something. Okay, it's going first. That was also pretty quick decision making of it. Yeah, Tenpai or some kind of like OTK deck. They're on 45 and 15. I think we are as well, actually, at this point. Right, so... I think we do just special Fenrir. Attempt to search with Fenrir. And they quit. Fenrir solos! Did you know Fenrir is just an FTK? It's Kashtira. They just didn't want the mirror match. Why did you opt for second? They're not even playing Tenpai or anything. They just opted to go second. Weird. Oh well. I don't think any of us would have seen that coming, but 2 Master Packs it is then. A loss is a loss for our opponents. And a win is 2 packs. The first of which, that's a Book of Moon, if I remember right. That bounces a card we control. Yeah. I mean, as far as the Dynamists go, that's, like, pretty good for them. I don't know how essential it is for Draco Slayer. Adds 1 from extra. But it specials 1 from the Pendulum Zone, so that's kind of neat, actually. Like, not just a worthless SR. What about the other pack? Anti-Malice deck with Kashtira. Yeah, I could see that. Another Mechlord army. Another card we can't summon because we don't have Neos. Ubel. Another Deep Dark, and double Banking, which double direct attack. Destroys an opponent's monster by battle. Requires us discarding. Normally with our going second deck, we're kind of using the whole hand. So I don't think that's really something we can take advantage of. I'd like to, but I don't think we can. And speaking of the go second deck, let's actually just give it a quick try. It might turn out horribly. It might be that we do want to just go first every single time without fail. Let's see. Is there anything we got that... I think we talked about something, right? Nothing there. It was... Oh, yeah, right. Someone around here. This guy. Because our opponent needs to control a monster that we own, which is the kaijus. It is a 7, which makes it good for birth, just generally. We're kind of on a 7 axis to get into, like, Red Eye's Flare Metal. But, wait, do we need this? We don't need this. No, we don't need that. Let's just quickly dip into the Xyz pool again and go right to the bottom. There we go. Pop you back in. Save. Do I want to put the punishment in? This deck is primarily just, like, purely goes second. Like, you can see that we've cut down all the traps except for this. And that's because it has a graveyard effect. And we have a couple ways to, like, pay half. This pays half, this pays half. We're also tend to be in a lower life point position, so this effect can, in theory, pop off. Let's see. So no, I don't think I want to put the punishment in. But I think this is decent. The reason why we have this in, by the way, this one is basically just a rank X monster as long as we can target a machine. The idea is that we can get into Ravenous Tarantula by targeting Yugioh. Which, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It might be something that very quickly leaves. We also have, like, 4s, but the other rank we'd really want to do is 7, so we don't actually have, like, a 7 machine. Or at least, I don't think we do. Effect, machine, 7. We have a handful. Oh, this is normal summonable, yeah. So I guess there is that. You can summon the card from your hand if your opponent is special. So yeah, this doesn't have a self-summon condition. This does, but it dies at the first hint of another monster being present. Like, the thing is, this card can't attack the turn it's normal summoned. Which, in going second deck, is a pretty big thing. So I think we just ignore it. Save, call that and edit, and just go second. We'll draw the good cards. And if we don't draw the good cards, I guess we have to edit. They are playing Halloweens. Take second. See how it goes. Ooh, we got the Mekanko, and we got a Kaiju. Hell yeah. I'm, like, completely unstoppable board. Sure. Yep. Cool. So it is Vendread. Or I guess this could be... Well, no, that one just adds a Vendread spell trap, so it's probably Vendread. And or banish zombie monsters from your grave. I think we just Lancia this. Okay, they had to tribute the Executor from hand for Slayer. And your effect is a monster tributed on the field. So I think that was good. Of course, if we do Kaiju, they get their guy back. The Vendread Savior. Yeah, you go for it. Send a Vendread from deck to grave. Okay, so they add the ritual, they send, like, the Revenant, is it? Which you just need to reveal a card special if it's sent to the grave. I think it's that one. No, they sent Slayer again. Special summon a Vendread from your hand or deck and face down defense, then ritual summon. Okay. And yeah, they did get some support. I think this card was it. This guy that they're bringing out now. And then there is a ritual monster as well. This guy here. That's the new wave of support. Just 3 cards, but I think they're kind of decent from what I remember. I mean, the ritual spell is really good. The ritual spell is great. The, what is it? Scar of the Vendread is really good. Oh, wow. Kaiju using the link. They now, if they want, can trigger the Scar. They're going to trigger Scar. Alright, it was banished for cost. Okay. What's in the grave? Oh. No, they need to banish that one. Okay. Just banish it. I was misreading it. Right, so we put this over here. Then we do that. Get ourselves a search. This could be just about... Oh, wait, no, it's the trap. We know exactly what this is. It's fine. They get a level 6 token in attack position. Defense, okay. Well, that's fine. Because we activate Water Arabesque on the Kaiju. Activate the Kaiju. Or activate this to spec this. In attack position, equip. Bounce back the Kaiju. Add an equip spell. Gets the other one. We're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna put it here. And we're gonna tribute off this. Oh, now what? Oh, okay, they get a Vendread ritual spell, and they get to do a thing. Okay. Let's see. Do you do anything specific? The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay. That's, I think, fine. So they got Reorigin, and they got Evolution. So they have follow-up. Okay, I think all we do is just do this. And grab Anima. Grab this, put it there. Do this. Equip it to this. And what can we do? Right. Battle phase. Clear the token. They're now no longer locked into Vendreads, but they also don't have anything on the field. We have... Cannot be destroyed by card effects, cannot be destroyed by battle. It can still be targeted, we're missing the other one. And we have Anima. So let's see. We can normal summon Denko second next turn if they set anything. Okay. It still doesn't clear the little guy. Oh, right, yeah. I can bounce that back to the hand. What do we know that they have in hand? I think we do it. This. This. Granted, it's now just hurry, but I'm okay with that. There's a chance they forget to play around Anima, or they play around it for the entire rest of the game, but, you know. They're still taking the damage. Banishing a Slayer. It's a ritual summon a Slayer. Special summon a token. I mean, so far I'm not seeing anything that's threatening. They can turn this to defense position next turn, but then, like, Denko can run over it. Now, are they contemplating their own plays, or... I think they are. There's Dynamondo. If it's a special summon type, one card on the field and one ritual, shuffle them into the deck. Oh dear. Okay, they outed our Mekanko. Huh. You know, maybe we're in problems now. I was not familiar with Vendred's game. We've got Denko, they've got Dynamondo. Yeah, I think they have it. I did not expect to be losing to Revendred. That was not on my bingo card for today. Granted, our deck's, like, not fantastic, but I thought that we would be able to beat Vendred. Right. What do you think? Do you think we win at all, generally, with this deck? Putting the opponent going first is a huge advantage for them. Our only real advantage is we're playing Kaijus. Maybe we need to take out a couple of the monsters that we're playing. That might be an issue. Although, again, as far as this goes, that's pretty good. We've got Arabesque, we've got Vortex, we've got Timebreaker and Fenrir. So, order of operations is Special Fenrir, Summon Denko, Vortex, Arabesque. I think that's the way it goes. It's against Branded. We need to see what the top deck is. Now, we do only have the one Mekanko, and I think... Okay, it can special from hand. Yeah. No one's sick of this deck by now, right? There's the protection. Okay. And what else? Because that feels like the conclusion to a very poor turn. Nope, there's Branded Fusion. Be looking forward to day when Branded Fusion return to 3 and then we'll rejoice. You know, Branded Fusion going to 3 makes me feel about as excited as getting a box of dust to clean out. About as excited as I've been at work lately. About as excited as I would be being told, you have to watch this wall of paint dry, start to finish. And I'm only allowed to look at the wall of paint. Someone I do not know, have never, and will never interact with winning the lottery has more interest to me than Branded Fusion going to 3. How do you need to leave the field? Leaves the field. If I snatch steal it... Oh, I can also just Arabesque. Do you... Banish one monster? Okay. So... Sadly, unless the ban list kills it, Branded will never go away. Yes, you're completely correct. They played it with one Branded Fusion for the longest time, and now they have 2, so, you know... I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. It's just so incredibly boring. Branded lore? Hype. Branded lore is cool. Like, that shit's awesome. Just actually playing the deck is miserable. But funny things, you know. It's gonna leave the field. But not in the way you want. Bye-bye. And then we get to add another in the Kanko equip, so we get this one. I think in this scenario... tribute one other. Okay. So, how do we do this? It's gonna be normal the Denko Sekka, I think. And then activate this. Target the Denko. Summon this. And summon out Zeta. No. If a card's... It protects itself. So it is Zeta. Right, so we just go battle. Take 2,000. It does require the opponent's monster to be in face-up attack position. So, let's do that. It was a simple out to Mirror Jade, but apparently effective. They've got 2 Albads banished. In defense position. Damn. I mean, I think they just know that they have to special summon them all in defense position. They're probably gonna, you know, actually read Zeta. Yeah, I know this is normally a stun card. You just kind of like summon it with barrier statues and then just endlessly protect your barrier statues while giving yourself advantage by like destroying cards, drawing cards, etc. Searching out Ecclesia because you foolish Titanic lad. There's the there's the next copy of Branded Fusion. Yeah, if it would be destroyed by card effect. Now, how do we get into Alvaz again? None of these mention Alvaz. In their hand or graveyard? I guess I did that. It's just a once per turn quick effect, actually. Right. So I don't know the card in hand. This is okay. Like, I think they're just going to get to Mirror Jade. Like, whatever I do, they're probably just getting to Mirror Jade. Okay, that's all 3 Albaz, though. Like, that is every single one of them. Although they're probably going to make the guy that fusions by, you know, shuffling back from Banished, if I had to assume. That's Sprint. That is not what I was expecting. Sure. Bye. I don't know what else they're going to do. Like, that's just... I mean, they could be. Target Despia, add to hand, and then fusion. Okay, so they're using this as material to make Albaz, right? Or the Mirror Jade. Surely. Oh, I should have waited. No, I had to wait for them to use the effect. That's what I needed to do. Because this has now used its effect. And that means they're free to just banish this. Oh well. I mean, you just fusion summon. This doesn't take much thought. You just make Mirror Jade. That's not Mirror Jade. Starming Venom. I'm not dead. This was... It was special summoned. Yeah, if you copy the effects, then, like, I'm still fine. Because you could copy the effects, banish this, but I live, because you've got to banish this from the field. And they can't get rid of this without actually banishing it with this. So, I'm just okay. Do you think they're... I think they're going to punch this, aren't they? Do they have short-term memory, you think? No, okay, there goes... Yeah, that's the smart decision. Now this only gains it until the turn. This permanently gains it. If this Fusion Sun card is destroyed. Well, I'm not going to destroy it. Normal summon. Activate the effect. Bye-bye. Do you wish to gain 1,000? Negate that monster's effect until the end of this turn. Okay, so I take battle damage this turn with it. It's not what I'd wanted. But they haven't added branded spell trap. Like, they just didn't. And they want to keep that on the field rather than in the grave, right? So, what if I just give you a kaiju? Maybe. I'm not going to try and destroy anything, I'm just going to, yeah, let this come back online. As far as I know, they don't have any way to fusion summon. They've got Branded Fusion in Grave, Branded Fusion in Grave, both 2 branded opening, 1 branded in red. They've got 33 cards in deck, 1 unknown card in hand. These 2 on the field. Okay. So now they get a branded spell trap. They can get branded in red again. I think they've got it, actually. If that was anything else, I think we were fine. What did we need to do? We just needed to attack in, I guess. Deal them 4,000. Make them scared. One in grave. Ah, I guess... Wait. Is the last card in hand... The last card in hand is Albaz. The last card in hand should be Albaz. We saw them get to 3... How did you summon this? How did you summon this? Not this. Yeah. There's branded in white. That fusion summons. Hand or field. If you use Fallen of Albaz, you banish from your grave. Yeah, there you go. Branded being branded. It might be that going second just isn't the way to go. We were close, but, like, so far from. What did you make there? That's, again... Yeah, that's just Titaniclad. Okay. Cool. Now what? You know, you're unaffected, but... Alright. Yep. I thought they were just gonna make Mirage. Well, no, they needed to have Albaz on field. That was it, right? If they didn't have Albaz on field, they couldn't banish material from grave. I don't know. Yeah, sure, we can see the deck. Yeah, it's a little weird. 1 and 1. Playing the 2 of this. Playing the 3 of this, which is right. Playing the 3 of this, which is right. 3, 3. Double fusion? Yeah, they're playing double fusion. I mean, double fusion, I think, like, it's a weird tech, but it makes sense. Playing Lair of Darkness. The extra deck is just filler. Like, that should be Redoer. If you're going to put in, like, a Time Thief rank 4, you could put in other rank 4s as well, but that could be Redoer. That one could be... I don't know. So many things. Changing's fine, Starlight is fine. This one, no. You need, like... There are other generic 12s. They had Mirror Jade. Yeah. But Mirror Jade just comes with the structure because they did a branded oh, wait, right. Legacy tickets. But they did a branded structure, didn't they? Which was just, you know, thanks for coming back to Master Duel, one of the campaign codes. That was it. Anyway, generic rank 6 Xyz. Or you can use a rank 5 by detaching one. Gains 1,000. Detach one, destroy all. New or returning players, yeah. That's fun, but not particularly good. Another Gemini. Cyber support. Discard another Cybus to spec it, so it's link climbing. That's a fun trap. That does wonders against Blue Eyes. It's a shame that it's not quite as prominent. Although... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Chain Disappearance does not help us against Malice. Like, it does put them all banished. But all that does then, I think, is just banish them early. And then, you know, congrats, you've managed to banish Malice cards. Yeah, with the same name. But, like, there's... What is it? Dormouse, the yellow one. Like, that one's got 900. So you could definitely do it against Dormouse. I don't know about the other ones. Against Blue Eyes, you just do it against, like, the Maiden. Or... Yeah, you just do it against the Maiden. Moja, Thunder Rhino, Dreamer. Okay, that's kind of neat. Old Fish, nice counter trap. Inspiration, okay. Inspiration not very inspiring. And apparently we already have O Fish. Alright. First Master Pack. Could be anything. It could even be a duplicate card. For like, all 8. No, okay, we got Leotron. Which granted is a Cyburst normal with 2000 attack. Which probably does something if we could get a second one. Like Rescue Rabbit shenanigans, maybe. Yeah, 10k cards in MD and we just got 7 duplicates. Again, it's not like we have the whole of the NR collection either. That's neat. That's an okay pickup. Catalyst Field. I mean, if we're playing Geminis, this is kind of like a mandatory, so, like, it's not a good pull, but, like, it's something we can use. Magical Broker, Giant Trap Hole, that's not happening. And, yeah, none of the rest of those are. I don't know what the best pull from that was. It was all kind of mid. I guess let's give Going Second another shot at it. What were we saying? Yeah, Chain Disappearance. Let's have a look, actually. Malice. $900, $1,200, $1,500, $600. So it works for March Hare. And it works for Dormouse. But we don't really... I mean, putting them all into Banished is like kind of decent. What about the Blue Eyes stuff? Right. We have all this stuff. The stuff that we can use pretty much like this and this. Oh, wait, no. We didn't actually get most of this from a structure. We can use most of that. Right, so what would we hit? We would hit Maiden. Or... I mean, if we hit the Spirit, it doesn't banish from extra, it just banishes from deck. You can hit the Stone. Yeah, but how often are they normal summoning the Stone? It feels like they want to get this, or they want to get... Does he not mention Blue Eyes? I guess he doesn't. Mausoleum, maybe. He's related to, right? Where's Mausoleum? No. Alright. Close that. I need... Effect, Light, 1, and Tuner. for things we don't have. There he is. Yeah, the other option is we get this away. Like, it's one of these two, probably, that you want to hit. Because it only works on stuff with 1,000 or less attack, which is already a pretty narrow pool. Right, are there things that are probably not going to work? Nemlyria probably won't work. I have a feeling, just a feeling about that. Denko feels really niche, but good. This feels okay, but for a normal summon, maybe not. And the same goes for this. Let's try that. Let's try cutting it down to 45. And just play the same deck. Trying to go second again. See if we can clinch any victories. Against Supreme King. It means we should probably go first against this. Were we playing an actual deck? Oh, come on. Okay, one-time Inspector border. Fenrir into... Okay, wait, hey, hold on. We got Fenrir. I think it's actually just Evil Hero. That's fine. The thing is, if it's Numeron, we're, like, A-okay. Okay. I mean, they seem to think I'm gonna special summon more. I think they're slightly misguided. Just end. We're okay. We've got Fenrir, we've got Lancia. They're on 50 cards, 15 extra. It could be Numeron, it could be Tenpai, but I think it's actually going to be heroes of some kind. We didn't give them any draws. I think they needed the draws. Just a guess. Set one. Pass turn. Okay. Well, we can't get another one on the field anyway. Is it Ash? Oh, they just bricked entirely on hand traps. They have. That's fine. I think we just do it like this. It is heroes, yeah. Yeah. I think we're pretty well suited. They have 3 cards in hand, and we're slowly starting to gain advantage. I don't think Lancia is going to do anything here, nor are these other cards in hand. They are just discard fodder, but we are just kind of like forcing them to stop Fenrir. And apparently that might be enough. Roll and lock. I haven't special summoned from the extra, so... Are they just trying to hurry it up? Yeah, they really are just trying to hurry the game up. They've bricked. Well, do my best. Draw a ghetto. That's going to help out a little bit. Add ogre. I guess we just normal summon. We can't get it out anyway, regular means. It's not enough damage, but they're dead next turn. And we have backup plans, so I'm pretty okay with this. They might genuinely just normal summon a monster and then try and hit into us. That could be it. Of course, they could also just draw Destiny Feud. No, okay, they haven't. Right. Short and sweet. Just Jurighetto for game. Activate a monster effect like Battle Fade or something, we can at least banish it with Fenrir. Or the Neos thing. It's another Fua. There we go. Easy. You're gonna make me go first? I will open the one good card to go first in my deck. I don't have just the one, I have a couple. One playable UR in the Master Pack or Riot. Well, we've had playable URs in the Master Pack. They're just, you know, few and far between. A lot of the more playable cards are on the lower end of the spectrum. But because they're on the lower end of the spectrum, they're also few and far between. Tomahawk. No. Lightsworn. No. Oracle. No. That's a Hieratic, and it's something that just isn't played. Hey, that's the second bookmark. Like, that's kind of neat. Okay, that's another Hunting Hound. I think we're definitely at 3 Hunting Hound. We're not playing that ever. Dragonite Rebirth. Banish a dragon, special a dragon from hand or grave. Sadly, Toons are all URs for no reason. That's true, but we do have Toon World. We have 2 Toon Bookmark. And Toons also just have some burn cards. Like, we could play some Toon cards. Not that it would be great, but we can do it. Like, the option is available at this point now. And, okay, we're on 3 Ubel. Melfi card, another Mech Phantom. Jesus Christ, those are... The other pack was a lot better. The new cards, looking at that, just not worth it. But, yeah, to show you what we've got of Toons, it's not insignificant. So yeah, we've got the 2 Bookmark, of course. Okay, we're only on 2 Hunting Hound. But, yeah, we've got, like, Toon BLS. We've got the Toon Red Eyes. We've got Toon Ancient Gear, Toon Barrel, Toon Sidra. 2 copies of Toon World. 2 Shadow Toon, which is just a burn. That's a Spectrum deck, and that gets us a monster or spell trap from our opponent's grave. So, like, we have playable Toons. And the thing is, something slightly better about this. We have a Blackstone of Legend, which gets us to the Red Eyes. Get back to, like, the Toon World. We have stuff, because this is still Cyber Dragon. Let's see. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special as Cyber Dragon from your deck. Like, they are still Cyber Dragon. Oh, wait, no. No, it says Cyber Dragon monster, so yeah, we can actually just, like, special this from the deck. Like, we have limited plays, but we have plays with Toons. We're better off with Toons than we are with Glad Beasts. I'll say that. Wooly. This person, like, either they're all using the same name, or they have actually sold off the account. I've seen them play... What was it? We went against them the other day on the main account, and they played... I think it was just branded. Saw them on Joe's stream, like, Joe's Masochist challenge just now. Like, the newest episode is up early for patrons of, like, X tier, and they were in the video that he's just done. I can't remember what they were on, though. It might have been Tri-Brigade, but I don't think so. Okay, this looks to be just, like, branded Lore Turbo. Yeah, okay, this is just pile of cards. This is the Wooly we know. This is a free win. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons we're better off with Toons than Glad Beasts. Toons at least have a pack, and I don't think there's anything locked in the solo mode. So we can special this because our opponent controls a monster. It's higher attack. Um, so we get a pop 1, we get a normal summon, and then we get a special summon. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so we can at least hurry this along somewhat. So we do that. Activate the effect. Just destroy this one. Activate this one. Normal summon. I think just special summon to put on damage, honestly. Let's hurry this up. And set this. And battle. 700, 19, and 3k. There we go. Free win. If they dare declare an attack, we actually get to negate it. 700 should be all the damage we take. Of course, in doing this, it's like, you know, we're not finding out which deck of ours is better. I think the Generator deck has real potential that we've got going. But I'm not sure how much of it is just, like, the odd good draw and, like, a little bit of luck, or whether it's a genuinely good deck. Like, that feels like it's currently the struggle. Can we get another spell card? We can. We can't use it. New support coming in 2050. 2050 gems and lots of UR dust, maybe. Yeah. Well. Shuffle an Altergeist. Yeah, that really is pile of cards, isn't it? Alright. No need to look at the deck, because that is, I guess, Wooly burner account. One of the ones that is, you know, being probably just used before being sold. I don't know. Although they're in Platinum again. It's so surprising how you see them this high up all the time. That's a conditional Snatch Steal, so no. It can also be hit with, like, Caught by the Grave and, like, Monster Negate, so no. That's funny. But no. No. Nope. That's Spirit Support. If we get more Shinobird cards, maybe. But that's kind of like the best bit. And Spell Counter stuffs. Oh, that's not even our first one of that Spirit Support card. Royal Toon card would actually go pretty hard. True Legacy cards, indeed. Oh hey, Baby Spider. I can't remember what we have of these, but Baby Spider and Mother Spider are basically a combo that turbos out the the Tarantula that we have. That's our first Venom monster, which is not great, but, like, we have Venom Swamp, which is a mildly okay field spell. Dynamorphia card, neat. And, yeah, we're not really playing that. We're also not playing Infernoids. These are also true Master Pack pulls right here. Like, actually nothing. Right. Another Crow. That's a Dragoonity card. Add a level 5 or higher Dragoonity from deck or grave. Banish this, target a monster in your spell trap. Speckle it. I mean, we should really revisit this Dragoonity deck at some point, but... Oh, Malice. Yeah, we can't use that. Megalo, that's pretty cool. Field spell. Yeah. These, like, this is neat. And the next thing is maybe the Megalo or maybe the Exodius. Because Exodius is also just an easy way to make rank 10s again. And although the Spider is not the best of rank 10s, it is still usable. And to show what I mean, right. Okay, we have 3 baby spider, but we only have the 1 mother spider. And from your hand and or deck. So we can draw the baby spiders. But the issue is that we need to, like, yeah, this is a special summon. And our only way to search it out is Piri, which requires us to normal summon it. It's a level 5. It's also, again, something that falls into the category of, like, the first action you have to do. Which really sucks. Same with Inspector Border, really, by virtue of, like, how it works. I think if we get more of Mother Spider, this is completely worth playing, because it's just a package that makes a rank 10. The rank 10 in our case is this thing. Any of the other Spider XCs? You know what? It's not going to be in real... Oh, no, it is. But it doesn't show up there. Okay, so... Number... We don't have 77, I'm pretty sure. And I believe the other one is 82. It's not 82. 83. Number 35, number 77. Number 80... I don't know, number 86? That one doesn't exist. Is that Tomahawk? That's Crazy Box. Okay, we do have it. It's 84, Pain Gainer. I always forget this one's number. The thing is, this one's a lot better because it burns on Monster Special Summon. This one burns on Spell Trap activation, which isn't bad. But it's like, it's just not great. Okay, right. Take off those filters again. This doesn't lock us from anything, right? No, that doesn't lock us. Yeah, it's just related to the spiders. Number 77 is in the Master Pack. Yeah, it is just like a rare, but we don't have it. So, we're probably not getting it. And even if we did, because of the inherent effect that number 35 has, after you summon it via the method of Mother Spider, we just want to, like, summon number 35. Because that there is a 4,000 attack monster, which gives everything else we control 4,000 attack. You know, going second hands can be pretty good. Kaiju... So we want to probably Kaiju, Vortex, Fenrir, Blackwing. Ooh, they can pop off. But the main problem we have with Blackwing is their Towers monster, who is no longer a problem because we're playing Kaijus. We have 6 of them, and we keep drawing 1 of them. Semi-routinely. It's just going to be a very long turn, because Blackwings. Ah, Turtle, how do? Nice to have you in chat again. Hope you're doing well. I can't remember if you were here for last stream, but yeah, we got knocked down pretty instantly from Plat 3. We achieved our highest rank ever. And we're stuck in Plat 5 again, trying to work our way back up. We've played the Generator deck a little bit, just to catch you up. We're on the Go second deck at the moment. A few changes have gone into it, a few cards have been cut. We've had a couple interesting pulls, but nothing drastic this stream. I think the best thing is probably Meriologic Aggregator, the rank 9 that is normally played alongside Punishment, because we actually have a copy of Dogmatica Punishment. Other than that, not many exciting pulls. interesting enough games, I guess. We did manage to stall out a Blue Eyes game where they had actually summoned Magia, but it was their last card. Baited out the Monster Negate and made them attack into your boy, the Seed, Vijam. Vijam is still hard carrying. And their board is weak. What do you reckon the set cards are? It's Constructed Blackwing. So they could have those. They could have... They could have a lot of things. What do we want to do? The Kaiju will have higher attack. This is not a quick effect. This is not a quick effect. They probably have Imperm. So... let's just do this for the moment. Let's keep this simple. And then let's special summon Fenrir. Fenrir effect. You still control... no, you don't control the Blackwing, you control the Black-Winged, so all of those effects are off. If it was Imperm, you would have stopped that, I think. It feels bad to use this for Anima, but I think that's the correct decision, actually. Okay. No, that's actually okay. Attack into this one. And then we just use the effect. We banish the other one. Continue the attack, yes. Take 1,000. Right. Main 2. I'm okay with leaving that there. They've got a fight through a Fenrir. They activate one monster effect. I banish the Tuna, probably. They've got one Tuna. They've got the materials in the grave to use some of their archetypal traps, but I don't think they've got the cards just on field in hand by the looks of it. They stopped rather shy. Oh, Denko Sekka would have been the better normal summons. I completely forgot that we just had that in hand. Right, okay, that was pretty easy. It is just Blackwings, right, that match? Yeah. They've just possibly bricked. There is a card called Insect Imitation. You see, the Insect Imitation doesn't really help with the spiders, because they don't care about being insects. That's not the shtick. The shtick is, you know, life point changes. Segmental Dragon, which we apparently already have. But it is a 7 normal summon. Mahunda, so Hunda support. Oddly specific unions. That's pretty awful. Blackwing, speaking of them. And a piercing? A very specific reptile, which is apparently not even the first copy we have of it. Oh yeah, I guess one thing you did miss. Oh, we were talking about the Xyz spiders. Number 35, Ravenous Tarantula. That's a good pickup. Like, we can't make full use of it, but that's a really good one. Number 84, Pain Gainer. Number 77, The Seven Sins. And about how you get them... Ooh! Ooh, we got a second field spell. That's really good. This is a solid pack. This is also pretty good, actually. Because if we get to... I know it's a bit of a stretch, but if we get to, like, World Legacy Monstrosity... Okay, we can't see it from here. We can just get this from the deck, and then Monstrosity would destroy, but they can't be destroyed, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the big Xyz spiders, the rank 10, 11, and 12, there is a main deck monster that basically brings them out for free as a special summon, called Mother Spider. Level 5, 0 attack, 23 defense. You can special it, and then you can pay half tribute it to special the 3 copies of Baby Spider from hand or deck. Mandragora is actually pretty good as a go second. It's just a level 4 special. It's not terrible. And yeah, you then tribute one of your Baby Spiders to increase the rank of the others by the same level. The Mother Spider summons them all out as level 5. So you could make a rank 5 just off the bat, or you can tribute one of these spiders and make a rank 10. And we're talking about how valid a strategy it is. That is why we were talking about the XE spiders and why we've been talking about spiders. But it seems that Gaming Nation believes that insect is part of the crucial bit for the spiders, which it isn't actually, because the XE spiders are generic. Let's actually just look them up by the dark, like 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, and we want NR, I believe. Where is NR? There we go, NR. Show the ones we don't have. Yeah, so these 3. Because this is just 2 level 10s, 2 level 11s, 2 level 12s. The only bit that is like type or attribute specific is that after you make this one, or, you know, a certain rank, it is an 8, 9, or 10 Dark XEs ones with 2 or more materials. So it just cares about the fact that you've got a Dark XEs with 2 materials. And the same goes for this. Although this doesn't care about the quantity of materials. They're a little bit weird like that. But I know about the insect imitation you were talking about. Let's actually look that up, because I can't remember what it does. Insect. Do we have a copy of it? Because it was kind of a recent card added. No. Okay. And... oh. Oh, that's what you... oh, I thought you were talking about a different card. Like, we don't have it, but yeah, that would help. Anyway, nice that you could pop in, Turtle. It's nice having you. You have a good one. Take care. But it's not this one you're on about. But this one works. This one does, like, if we had it, this one would be fine. What did you say? Insect... insect imitation. That was the one I was talking about. Okay. I mean, there was an insect, like, continuous spell that I was thinking about, but yeah. Spider OTK was the thing in events for a while. I could understand why. It's pretty quick. Pretty easy to do. What was I thinking? I was thinking... oh, there we go. I was thinking of Invitation. Because I know that this was a card that was added recently. But yeah. But okay, yeah, I think if we get copies of that card then, that in the insect imitation, we either need to get more copies of that or more copies of the Mother Spider. It's found in the Legacy pack. Oh no. We're never finding it. That's it. It's a death sentence. Mother Spider is doomed. We just have to get more Mother Spider from the Master Pack. That's all there is to it. And we are going second. It looks like we're going to second against Red Dragon Archfiend. Which is going to be a problem. Yeah, that could be an issue, actually. They can combo off to High Heaven. They won't negate Clockwork Knight. They probably would negate Lightning Vortex. Red Nova is just able to dip in and out. He's not... oh, Red Nova isn't even related. I need to have him, like, pinned. Yugioh... Red... Supernova Dragon? Red Supernova Dragon. Okay. I'm just bringing him up in another tab. Nope. Yep. I can't read that. It's too small. Yeah, they're still going. Okay. Let's find something we can read. It's Pinterest. Open image in new tab. There we go. I can read that. Okay, I need to activate a monster effect. So that's something we should be okay with, actually. It's just about what the rest of their board does, which I will admit I'm a little scared for. I think they're locked into darks, aren't they? Yes, they are locked into like RDA and not Crimson Dragon. But RDA can still put up a spell trap negate. It with the level 9. This isn't related to it, like, and you aren't related. You aren't related. That's Resonators still. Yeah, it's so weird trying to navigate some cards through these. Right, we need to look at... Oh, I could have sworn we need to look at Red Dragon Archfiend. How do you look at these guys? Huh. I don't know how you look at the hot reds. I expect they'll summon one to the field, but like... Oh, right, they make Dissipator as well. But yeah, there's the quick effect type one face of cards your opponent controls. Yeah, that's the... I guess this one doesn't mention Red Dragon Archfiend. That must be it, then. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. So that's why. But yeah, you can make this. They're probably also going to make the Bestial. The Bestial, I'm a little worried about. They're not going to... Oh, everything's a machine. Huh. Negate its effects. Quick effect. I have ways to deal with this. We need to see what we draw. But potentially that out to this board, supposedly, is like you go in with this, declare an attack on this, wait until damage calc, use this. They can't actually then negate it in damage calc. Which then gets this one out of rotation. However, Kaiju. What do you do? So, let's do it this way. Special summon. Kaiju. Everything machine. Which probably doesn't really bother them all that much, honestly. Do I know they searched that one out? Yeah, I know they searched that one out. Okay, that's fine. Handle Grave. Pitch this. Pop the field, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have it. I keep forgetting that one of the resonators is just protection engrave. That's so dumb. Important combo piece monster is also protection. Like, why would you do that? Right, okay, try again. Another duel. We'll just win sometimes. I mean, the generator deck has just gotten better with the addition of another boss stage. Like, that's kind of crazy. Especially if we can actually manage to cut a card or two to just up the consistency a bit. It's not gonna... Like, the win rate isn't gonna shoot up. But the fact that we have two of them is just so much better. Like, drawing it plus Metaverse is not a dead hand anymore. Peter Griffin. 48-15. We've got Inspector Porter, we've got Magma, and we've got Yamato. And we're against RDA. We're not doing this. We've got triple attack, we got Magnum. Magnum could help out. Magnum could help out. Synchro Summon 2. Okay, so they're getting Red Rain. That's that. No, I'm looking at the wrong card, right? If you control level 8 or higher, banish all monsters in the field except the monsters with the highest level. That's really unfortunate. You haven't normal summon. Oh, come on, man. This is all without the normal summon. It's really unfortunate. I'm not sure Magnumut's going to put in any work. Like, the theory I had was that you banish, like, the theme tuner that they attempt to bring back with it. But they just haven't normal summoned. If they haven't normal summoned, they can just, like, add a resonator, normal summon a resonator. They can also just special this from hand. No. Okay, sorry. No, that will take the normal summon. But, like, what do I do? Do I just, like, leave it for ages? I don't think I just interrupt this. Because they're gonna do it anyway. Like, this comes out, but then, where is it? Crimson. Yeah, they need to control exactly one, and then they can do it. Now, this can only negate a face-up card on the field, but that does mean it can negate Magnumut's, thing. Oh, they're just ending on this. It's tempting. No, we just wait until our main phase. Like 100% we just wait until the main phase. Main phase, right. So, Magnumut. Banish the Vision. I think we want to banish Vision. But that kind of just gets everything going again, doesn't it? I think, okay, we'll banish this. Summon out this. Attempt to search. They probably just negate the search, right? They've got hand traps, presumably, but I can hope they just use Red Dragon Archfiend. There's Ash Blossom. Which is their one monster effect for the turn. I needed to... Yeah, right. Forgot about that. The thing is, if I normal summon Inspector Border, they have one effect. So... normal summon. I can Synchro 7 here. Or I can link 1. What is Red Rain? Wait, no, that's... yeah, that's actually the play. It's just this guy. Now, you can do Red Rain, which would cause me to chain it. Then that uses its negate. And then I get to... what? I've used my normal summon. Huh. Oh no, this will go to grave. I can get a Kaiju. I can at the very least just Kaiju it. Although I have to be careful which Kaiju I give them. Right, so this is just a general quick effect. So we go battle phase. We declare the attack and force it. If they don't do it, they don't do it. But, like... yeah. So, we chain to that. Yeah. I guess. Like, there's no reason to not, right? Right, main 2. So I can search a Kaiju now. I think we just want Jizukiro. Yeah, it's just Jizukiro. And then we can do that. Oh wait, no, sorry. Let's put it in the right place. Out of here. Triple tack. I have to pick. Now, if they get started, that's a problem. But at the same time, we kind of just need to... I think we draw 2 cards. Okay, we get the draw. Oh, that's so big. Oh, they can negate that. I forgot. They're gonna do that, yeah. That's dumb. Silly me. Yeah. I mean, I can prevent them from destroying the field spell, I guess. Yeah. The equip spell is still equipped. That's interesting. Yeah. I'll take my kaiju back. And we'll get an equip spell. This has been a very weird game. Give me that. I'm okay with this. This is fine. We've still got 8,000 life. They've got an add from deck to hand, which I don't like. But we have a kaiju in hand, we have Inspector Border in hand, Lightning Vortex, and a discard for it. I think we took out the right card from the graveyard looking at it. Now they have Destruction Protection, but of course Destruction Protection is not Kaiju Protection. Control no monsters, spec it. But you don't get the other effect. You can get a normal. We have Cubic Ascension, which is gonna just work as negate attack, really. We're equal on life at the moment. Right, the thing is, Red Dragon Archfiend really does just pop off from, like, one card, which sucks. Because, yeah, it just brings back the Crimson Res. You don't need to modulate your level, you were just gonna Synchro Summon. Like, you can make a 7 now, or a 5, but, like, is there a reason? Because you do have to change the level. Maybe I'm wrong here, maybe I'm just, you know, getting things confused. Okay, so it's level 7 now. What do you do with 7? Quibelt. Okay. Target one card on the field, destroy it. This can't be destroyed. You can destroy the equip spell. I guess I probably should have equipped it with the other one, but eh. They're reading. Oh, they're not reading enough, apparently. Is this Tuna? No, it's just a Synchro. And now confused. So they added Red Rain, which isn't going to do anything, but they added Red Zone. Ah, but you don't control a Synchro monster that mentions it or anything like that. Oh, they haven't played against Mechanical at all, have they? No, we let them hit themselves. I feel that's much more valuable. Timebreaker. Right, search for a kaiju. We've got this. What do we want? Do we want Gardala? I think we might want Gardala. Maybe I'm wrong. So, yeah, special this, doesn't matter where, but we'll put it in the column. 4. Right, so we get a half this, which then it lowers our damage output by a bit, but yeah, okay. I don't think we had it, like, set in stone just then, but we did have a pretty good advantage, actually. Rather hard fought, and I think we did earn that. Just about. It is just, yeah, RDA. Oh, they're playing the Earthbound Prisoner thing. That's interesting. Are you playing any of the rest of it? No. Just if there is a card in the field zone special. Do you have a field spell? You have... You're counting on me to play a field spell. Yeah, you could build this better. Say that. Right. Back to the shop. One legacy ticket. We'll leave that on its own for the moment. Let's open up Master Packs. The fun kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs to open on Master Duel. Got a shiny. Code Talker, don't need it. That is a Supreme King Pendulum. It can be specialed if you tribute 2 Supreme King monsters, which we're not fulfilling that ever, but if we can Pendulum summon 8, that's interesting. It's a good card to get. Malefic World is not such a good card to get. Malefics are kind of awful. This is neat, though. It's not our first one either, apparently. Special this. Target 1. Okay, so I could actually negate my opponent's Malice Field spell. That's kind of neat. That's ritual support. Yeah, we're not on Malefics. Don't know if it's going to shock you. You're Senju. I mean, this is good support. Like, this is really good support. But on the other hand, like, how many Senju cards do we have? Not enough is the answer. It's always not enough. Until you get the one magic card that makes everything work. I can also close this guy. I just had the Supernova Dragon tab open in the background. If you control level 10 or higher Exodia. There are a few cards. That's one. Yeah, okay, there's 2 cards. Because the other one is Exodius. And the other one is Defender. Yeah. I don't think Defender is actually in Master Duel, coming to think of it. Box of Friends. Do we have the... we can't check if we do. Right. That's a Valence. That's neat. Time Lord. We need more of the other machines, though. And what's the special? Spellframe, sorry. Like, this is a good Odd Eyes card, actually. Okay, so the hollows we've got are neat. Like, actually playable. Add to your hand a level 7 Odd Eyes or a level 7 Odd Eyes from extra. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, let's just quickly check deck for a second. Because I just want to look up a thing. Also, I want to check what we have related to Box of Friends. Okay, we don't have Cologne, which throws the whole idea out the window. But yeah, we have 2 of this, that's kind of neat. Here's Senju. Yeah, we're starting. We're getting there. Activate this card once per turn if it Yo Senju during your end phase, unless negate this and destroy. Okay. Place a Yosen. You can remove any all Yosens out of Yosen. Okay. Normal summon, normal summon. If normal summoned, normal summon. Okay, so we could actually play your Senjus, but it's just really heavy on the monsters with very little payoff. What would it be? If normal summoned, normal summon. If normal summon, normal summon. Can attack directly. If you control your Senju, target one face of card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Okay, so it would be bounce 1, direct attack, and then in theory, like one of these guys as well. Yeah, except your Senju come up 2, so it's either this guy, which is not worth it. this one, which doesn't seem worth it in this one. If this card is normal summoned, if you control another Yosenju, you can add a Yosenju Pendulum. But we don't have a Yosenju Pendulum. Not any of them. Okay, so we can't really play the Yosenjus. How much do we have of the... Okay, we're on 2 empty and 2 infinite now. Which is not bad. We're kind of getting up there. There's still a rare Time Lord we haven't got. And then we only got the 1 infinite light. Anything else that we want to check out? Oh yeah, the Odd Eyes stuff. We have Odd Eyes Dragon. Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. Odd Eyes Advance. So we have cards, we have targets. Like, this is decent. Neat. Anyway, nothing, I don't think, changes the deck currently, so we just jump back in again. And we get to choose second. Put the fear into them. Surely they'll be scared. Okay. So, lovely counterplay here. On the... okay, this is like anti-malice to an extent, so we'll take it. What's the highest amount of link monsters Malice gets on the board at once? I think it's 2. How long do we hold it? I think we toggle off for a little bit. Because otherwise, like, they're going to link someone pretty quickly and it's just going to ask. Right, link 1. There's Decoder. And I guess the next step is that they get into one of the link 3s, right? At least that's what I'm thinking, unless it's the... Oh, they're all link 3s. Unless it's the... What's its face? The link 2 cyber Splash Mage. It might be Splash Mage that I'm trying to think of. There's a link 3. Okay, but they tend to control like more than one link at the same time, so I'm just waiting for that. Add a Malice spell, that's fine. And special summon this card to banish it. Okay, you know what? I think it's probably now, right? Surely it's now. Ooh, we got a Kaiju. And we got Kashtira Birth. Yeah. This hand is actually pretty killer. We've got Cosmic for the field spell. And we can just, like... It's just banished, isn't it? Yeah, this is not going to help us. We get a banished cards face down. Appaloosa is not going to do you any good here. Okay, field spell. I want to control a Malice link. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, they just won't. Is this an effect, or is this a summoning condition? That is an effect. That's not Cyber Dragon. See, that's just a summon thing. That is an effect to summon. Okay, where do you go from here? Cherry on top would be drawing in actual, like, Kashtira. Realistically, Fenrir. Ignore the traffic, pretty please. I don't know how well it's actually coming through the mic, but I just assume that it's really annoying. There's Splash Mage. And so far, it does seem... Okay, no, so 3 seems to be the peak. Right? No, that's 2. Okay. Two standby phases. What is the choice? Unless it's just banishing something to give its effect. Just banishing it to get the effect, yeah. You know, I still don't understand why they don't actually play Necroface. Like, Necroface feels like it'd do some of the work that they're trying to do anyway. I have no cards in my graveyard. And they don't wish to banish any from their own. Oh, they already activated that effect this turn. Okay. Oh yeah, you have to banish a Malice to do it, right. So there's that one, and then you bring this one back, I guess? Okay, so apparently it's right towards the end of the combo, they already put Appaloosa up on the field, so doing it as a when they get to 2 is correct. Do you just need to link to a monster? Well, this card points to a monster, yeah. Okay, they're banishing cards from their grave. Watch out. Why are they so... Okay. I don't know if they've just had slightly dodgy connection the whole time and if I've only just noticed, or if that was a misclick. I can only hope it was a misclick. Because as good as this hand is, it does just make, like, the Kashtira Xyz, and this is, like, the one match where it's just going to be awful. Like, it can still banish cards face down, but what good does that do? This is better. And it still can be destroyed by battle, that's the other thing. It's just burn. Normal summon Destrudo is a very weird thing that, you know, I don't think most people plan for. And they've got back row on top of all that. I'm not going to bother with that, honestly. Just negate the effects until the end phase, and not really playing it for the targeting negate and playing it for the draw power. Also being a 7 and 2400. Soul Release. I can banish everything like right now. Don't think it does anything. So we want a Kaiju. It's about what do we want to Kaiju? banish the field spell. I think this is correct, but I'm not 100% certain on it. So that happens. What is in their graveyard? We've got this, which they want to banish. We've got this, which wants to be banished. We got this one. Okay, so special summon. Dominus Impulse. Of course. Well, yeah, fuck you too. What can I do now? I can make Red Eye's Flare Metal. That's the best I've got. And even then, that just loses me the game, because I gave them a big kaiju. Dominus card, why? I've been seeing that a lot. I know, of course, I'm going to be seeing it. It's the summon negate, and it doesn't lock them out of dark effects. Like, they're never going to play the one that's just Ash Blossom. They'd rather just play, you know, Ash Blossom. Does it conflict with anything, just out of curiosity? Light, Earth, and Wind. It does conflict with Apo. But it's Apo, Firewall, Sub, Lancia, Exceed, C. It conflicts with loads of stuff. That's one thing I've just not got about people playing these Dominus cards. They just play it and then it's just like, oh, it conflicts? Who cares? Like, it's supposed to be that you think about your deck building. It never feels like the opponent has. Like, there are, like, I can't... Yeah, there was just the Blue Eyes player who was just, like, on both of them. It's not bad. Pondering Orb. So it depends on what they do. But bare minimum, we've got, like, Inspector Border. So that's kind of neat. Beyond their Inspector Border, this search is a Mekanko card, right? Yeah. Primite. Oh no. Oh dear me. Well, they have Drill Beam. We cannot beat Drill Beam. It Blue Eye. Cyframe Driver. Are you gonna make the Link 2? Is that where we're at? Is it the Cyframe Link 2? It is the Cyframe Link 2. Drill Beam doesn't currently look to be live. What are the odds they have the monster? Because the monster one is exactly Gamma and nothing else. I mean, this could... Okay, this can also be hit by just, like, Ash Blossom. So we want to normal summon Border. Oh, okay. They had the normal summon one. They now get to add a Psyframe. On the other hand, Border was face up on the field. That is their one monster effect. They don't actually get any more. But I need to look at Drill Beam. Level 5 or higher normal. They can do Drill Beam to negate it, but that's all they've got. Yeah, there's the Drill Beam. That's fine. Right, these are banished at the end of the turn, right? Okay, so I don't care about that. I just want to draw cards. Tie Strike. So, yeah, we set that one. Battle phase. Attack and clear this. They've used their one monster effect, so unless this is, you know, a battle trick, that's it. They can't activate Ether Barrel. This already will banish because they've activated the effect, so it's resolving it. And they're now done. They cannot play the game. Like, this can... I guess it can spec a normal monster. They can get into Border. Or they can get into Driver, sorry. But, like, that's it. Okay, they can make the Link too. They get one monster effect again. Is it from Grave or is it from deck? It is from Grave. Yeah, they don't have one in deck anymore. Do they have a second Drill Beam then? Oh right, there's nothing on the field, yep. So we want to do this. I want to pitch Destrudo. The thing is, if they ever actually let me get effects off, I'm really in a pretty good position, but as it is, they're going to be the ones struggling. I can just, like, hit through their one monster every turn. They can't activate any Psyframe effects until they get an extra deck monster on the field. But I'm not putting an extra deck monster on the field, so it's entirely on them. And also, this can just crash into anything with Tie Strike. I should have summoned it. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Because this is nearly game, like, right now. That gets specialed. Okay, I only need to put another 12 on board. I don't know how I do it, but I just need another 12. We have targets, it's not worth it. So we normal summon this. We just go battle phase. Declare an attack and chain on. It is damage calc, there we go. Take 25. Take 2k. It is also another body on the field. Now, I don't actually want to tribute summon the Ogre because Psyframes do actually have a hand trap that is just a negate attack. The best I've got is I have to just keep on, like, hitting over their one driver that they keep summoning. I will get another monster eventually, but, like, I just need to hit the driver. I probably shouldn't have pitched the Assault Synchron, I guess. It was just, well, no, that's an activated effect. It's an activated effect, but I couldn't normal summon it. Clockwork Knight. I think that does it. Like, just, it's the end of the game now. Because this can just beat over this every turn. I don't take the damage from it. You're summoning it in defense position. So, just that, and this. And you either set a monster every turn, or you lose on the spot. That's the end of the game. Summon back the driver. We know this. Do you have a monster to set? Presumably you do. Yeah, okay. Right. Any normal summon. That's not a normal summon. Single tribute, though. Okay, now I think this is worth it. Because we can just do this. And hey, we now have 2 of these things. So, number 1. Beat the driver. Number 2. Hit in for the Ash Blossom. Number 3. Start chipping away. They can't deal me 4,000 over just V-Jam. And I can just tribute summon Magnum next turn anyway. There you go. We beat Psyframes. It was not particularly difficult, but that's because we got Border on the field. They just can't play under it because all of their things are, your opponent did a thing, do a thing. They needed Scream or Imperm. They had 2 copies of Drill Beam. So they could have got to another copy of Drill Beam. It wasn't actually a guaranteed game. I mean, I don't know why that's surprising. Anyway, that will be the last game of the night, but we did win it. So, let's get some Master Packs. See what we can get. Hard Fought Grind. It becomes shiny. Whether that shiny is worth anything is different, but it becomes shiny. A Yubel. Photon Change. Transicada. It's got Monarch's, not Monarch, Vassal stat lines. This is okay. Saber Shark is fine. Transicada is okay. That's our second one. That's neat, that's fine. Dinosaur Tuner level 6, 2k2. Problem is, we actually need to get a dinosaur normal. The only one we have, I think, is a pendulum. and therefore doesn't really work with the Xenos, like the Transcend stuff. Has its own pack. Huh. Oh yeah, of course it did. That was recent. It was with, like, Lost World Field, yeah, with the Lost World Field and what have you. It's another Trickstar. That's not one of the bad ones. Ashuna. If you control no effects. Special. As much as it's a 7, it's not one we'd be playing. So it's a quick effect to spec it, but I don't think it does anything with it, really. Venom Cobra, another Venom monster, I guess. It is a Venom. That's our second one. Vision Hero Vion. Royal Vision Hero Vion. Well, you know what this means. We got a Royal Rare. We have a chance of getting something decent. What I'm really anxious about is we actually have Destiny Fusion. Or Fusion Destiny. But we don't have a good target. Like, I think we have... Who do we have? Who do we have? I think the targets we have are not in this pack. And I don't think, like, we can make them in the first place. But we have one pack to change all of that because we just got a Royal Rare. The reward for sticking it in and playing against Psy-Frames. What do we get? Head Judging. Okay, that's not terrible. And Utopic Dragon. Okay. I would love for there to be a shiny in this side of the pack. 3 level 10s. Nope. Oh, wait. Rank up magic using a Utopia. Still probably no. We have a Fusion Destiny target. It's not the best. But it is a target. If this card is special summoned, you can target a level 4 lower Destiny hero in your grave and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that target's attack. If this card's attack is different from its current original attack, target 1, destroy it. This card's. Okay. This actually combos really well with Clockwork Knight as well. Vision Release. Target a Vision monster card. Special it. During the main phase, banish this, target a Vision, add it to your hand. Okay. Vision Fusion and Clock Tower Prison. This does just prevent us from taking battle damage if we get its 4 counters. But I feel like there are better options, you know, like we've got the Mekanko and everything. Right, so as far as that goes, that was actually pretty good because we got a Fusion monster that we can summon off Fusion Destiny. I believe we do still only have the one Fusion Destiny, but let's, just before we end stream, have a quick look at that. Oh wait, no. It's just related to this. Yeah, we got the one Fusion Destiny, so it's the sort of thing we'd probably just make Verte to make Dystopia. But what we can do once we've done that, it requires 2 Destiny heroes. We can put Draw Hand in the grave, which then... Yeah, we can put Draw Hand in the grave. What else can we put in the grave? This guy? If you have a Destiny hero, use special summon. Yeah, which gets us 2 bodies again on the next turn. The only problem is we can't actually draw either of those. No, we can, but we can't use them. They have to remain in hand or deck. So, it's something. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. This has actually been a half-decent stream. How are we for the various things? Proficiency? We're up to 40. That's productive. How many wins are we at? 503. Whew. That feels... I mean, we got like, what, 9 whole wins? But, you know, that's 9 whole wins. Let's go. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. My name is Cat Monarch, and I look forward to catching you all on Monday's stream, where we're going to continue this, for better or worse, but, you know, we'll see. Probably continue playing the Ghost second deck, and, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye for now.